Hey Remedy.
What's up, Sorgatron?
I think we're going to throw a bash for WrestleMania, and I don't know how to liven it up.
You know, there was this bar mitzvah I was at last week, and there was this really good DJ, Sounds Forgot. He really rocked the house.
Really? How awesome was it?
Really awesome. He had some really professional equipment, like from Gemini Technical Hi-Fi. He was a really cool guy, and he seemed to know what he was doing.
That's fantastic. How do I get a hold of this guy?
Well, you can get a hold of him at soundsforgotten.com. That's sounds, the number 4, gotten.com. Or you can also email him at chuck@soundsforgotten.com. Or you can call him at 412-326-9855.
Thanks, Remedy.
No problem, Sorgatron.
Yeah! Sounds Forgotten!
This is Cody Diener. You're listening to the Wrestling Mayhem Show. And if anyone knows how to give her, it's Wrestling Mayhem. Give her. Woo-hoo!
Wrestling Mayhem Show.com.
It's the best day of the week. Today is the day that you have chosen to listen to the Wrestling Mayhem Show. This is DJ Lunchbox, putting it the fuck down for you. Let's fucking do this. Monday night, you know it must be raw. Leaders being a whore and not wearing a bra. Seen his damn belt still spinning around his waist. I can shit better rhymes than what comes out of his face. Tuesday night and it's EC Dub. Michael Q Knoxville join the club. If you're sick of the shit, scream out boo boo. This ain't EC Dub and we can tell that too. Wednesday night, ROH on DVD, the best wrestling on the planet to the nth degree. Joe Damon's delirious, Daniel City, Kim McCarthy, Homicide, the Rottweilers, and Kenta Kobashi. Thursday night, TNA on Spike. Bruce is booking, so that means I'm puking blood tonight. Shut up and show me the damn X division and get SoCal balance in my line of vision. Friday night SmackDown, this is all life. Kicking back, watching wrestling every night. Kenny, Boogeyman, Helms, Hardy, Guerrero, London, Kendrick, and Steele and Show. RWF Scion in the weekly features. You're a student, we are the teachers. Shout outs to Jimbo's crew and to the D's, putting it down for Vim with the greatest of ease.
What's up, guys? It's the Wrestling Mayhem Show. I'm your host with the most, Sorgatron, coming at you in 3D. Right here, just like those blue fucking cats. And also here, digitally and spiritually, on the Mayhem Cam is DJ Lunchbox. How you doing tonight?
What is cracking, ladies and gentlemen, out in Mayhem land? It is the DJ Lunchbox. That's right, folks. 2 weeks in a row. Not one, but 2 weeks in a row. I am coming to you live from my Arctic Observatory. And if you are watching on the Ustream, you can see the icicles forming on my window out there right now. It is good to be here. How are you, Sorgatron?
I am fine, and it's good to see. I gotta get rid of these glasses. It's messing with me with all these computer monitors going on here. But it's nice we can see in real Skype time in the background. The ice going on.
Snowmageddon.
Snowmageddon part 4 are we up to? This is fucking crazy. Snowing again.
I don't know. We're supposed to get more snow, another 6 to 12 inches.
6 to 12?
Over the next couple of days. That's I've been told. Yeah.
At least it's not like tonight, then, work and school. I mean, school is out for an entire week in the Pittsburgh area. Holy shit.
Crazy. It's insane. We're getting pummeled by snow in winter conditions. Snow Miser has granted a million wishes.
Yes.
And,
the Snow Miser,
like you said, there's been no school for a week. It's insane.
Snow Miser has been in full force this last week. My hair's supposed to begin in the 50s next. We're talking about fucking weather on the Mayhem Show. What's wrong with this?
That's a good point.
It's a very good point. Of course, you heard at the beginning Cody Diener, who we had last week. Fantastic interview. We had a great string of interviews, and we're going to break that string tonight. So, because tonight we bring you, it's already up on the website, go to WrestlingMayhemShow.com. If you're live in the chat room, if you're live in the talk show, if you're live on your iPhone, or Zune, even, we don't hate on the Zune here.
Oh, well, I hate on the Zune. You don't hate on the Zune.
We don't hate on the Zune if you're listening to us on it. So,
oh, that's true. I'll give you props there.
But yeah, go check all that stuff out. Go check out the last few weeks of interviews. Go check us out on Blip TV. Go check us out on Roku. But we are here. We're doing the Mayhemmys.
Mayhemmys.
We're gonna be presenting all the choices for you tonight in the second segment. And next week we're gonna have an awards ceremony. That's what we're gonna do. That is exactly what we're gonna do, right? Also, we're going to be introducing a new segment, Indie Minute by the WrestleFan. So what better way to learn about indie wrestling than with the wide-eyed anticipation of a 15-year-old?
Oh wow!
What? No, it doesn't work.
No, I guess that's all right.
Okay, I didn't think it was going anywhere.
We shouldn't push the fact that he's 15 on here. Put that out there because we're going to get some viewers
That's
that
right,
we
need to get that permission slip.
Exactly, that's exactly right.
Wide-eyed.
That's right. God damn it, you are wide-eyed.
I'm gonna get all dressed up and fancy, he says. But we'll see him in the second segment, and who knows who else would drop by. We're like the neighborhood wrestling show, guys.
Great.
You keep disappearing from the picture. What's going on?
I'm good. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I
realized something wasn't plugged in that needs plugged in.
That's fine. That's fine. As long as it doesn't catch on fire, like when Stevie Richards was on the webcam that one time. Well, let's get right into it, guys. The fan mail. Hold on, I have a little button for you. It's down.
Wanna wag my tail when it comes, I wanna mail.
Try and get in the habit of that. So, what do we want to read first, Lunchbox?
Well, we can cover a little something from Big Freaky.
Big Freaky
from before. How did you guys not cover this? And I read over this email, and you know what? He's exactly right. How the hell did we not cover this?
Our fingers can only reach so far across the internets.
I know.
So that's why we need you fans to help us out. That's why we need you fans to send these emails out to find the stories that slipped between our cracks. Okay. And we appreciate that. Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, and we will talk about them if they're awesome. Like I believe is going to be.
That's exactly right. This falls under the heading of sweaty dick punching.
Yes.
And it was Jonathan the Mack Truck Mack versus hold on, let me sorry. Jason David Frank, and it's definitely worth mentioning that one of these two gentlemen, I think it's Jason David Frank, I'm not sure, former Power Ranger.
Is this? Wait a minute! I think I saw pictures pop up the other day.
Former Power Ranger. That is correct. Hold on, let me confirm here. I wanna make sure that's the right. Yeah, former Power Jason David Frank. He was the Green Ranger who later went on to become the White Ranger.
Jason David Frank makes his MMA debut, and there's a video attached.
There is a video attached. Shit. If you do a Google search, there he is. Jason David freaking Frank. Yeah, known for playing Tommy Oliver, the Green and White Ranger. Oh, that's amazing. Let's see here. Yeah, he's currently undefeated in the world of mixed martial arts.
Motherfucking Ranger. We need to forward this to Gargano.
That's exactly right. And he is undefeated because he did win his match against Jonathan the Mack Truck Mack,
who sounds kind of like a Power Ranger villain.
He does. He sounds like an Optimus Prime ripoff. That guy is almost a truck. But yeah, he won. Did a fantastic job. Won by submission, I think. Yeah, submission. I mean, omoplata. Yeah, look it up, nerds. Look it up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So there you go. Big props to Tommy the Green Ranger.
Jason Frank makes his MMA debut. What? Lone Star Beatdown in Houston, Texas. Now this looks this is very amateur footage here. Let me see. I can't drop. Can you drop that in the chat room for the guys out there?
Yes,
live?
Sir.
See if we can actually get to the match. We got crowd entrances. We got there he goes. There's a chair and somebody's leg. Okay, maybe it's not the best, but yeah, he looks like the Green Ranger, and the other guy does look kind of like a Mack truck. So we'll be checking that out later. Sorry, I don't have a way to pipe the videos in yet, so leave that to your imagination or pull up that there link. That dar link. Delicious.com/Wrestling Mayhem show. Or sorry, Wrestling Mayhem. if you want to follow on the links from the show, what we intend to talk about at least. So, and there's another one for Big Freaky. I'll go ahead and fill this one if that's all there was about the Mr. Power Ranger there.
That's correct.
Okay.
Are you talking about the music one or the new one?
No, the new one.
All right.
We are addressing the other one otherwise. The top 5 things Mayhem Missy wants to do to Johnny Gargano that I, Big Freaky, do not. So apparently he's still reeling from that talk a few weeks ago. Number 5, uses apps to grate cheese. 4, lick whipped cream off his chest. 3, play tonsil hockey with the champ. 2, taste the Italian sausage, or ride the Italian sausage. So there you go, Big Freaky proving his masculinity still. So, and then we have one from the Riz. Apparently,
I'll take care of that one.
Top 5s are all the rage this week.
I noticed that. Lots of top 5s floating around.
That makes them
Mayhem,
easy to read. That's fine. That means, at least they're using paragraphs out there.
Mm-hmm. Breaks it right down. From the Riz, you say?
From the Riz.
Okay. All right. WMS. It's time for the Mayhemmies. However, something's missing. Something that was there in the WWF Slammy days. I just can't put my finger on it. So I'm going to list the top 5 things the old Slammies had that the Mayhemmies could possibly do to make this an awesome show.
There you go.
Number 5, suits. Now, when I look at the old Slammy shows, all I could see were wrestlers decked out in their awesome Emmy-style suits. Number 4, Juggalo Jamie. Now, I know Juggalo Jamie wasn't in the Slammies, but damn, I miss his emails. Number 3, a band. No, not the band from TNA, but when the acceptance speech goes a little long, why not have someone or something play off the winner? Number 2, actual statuettes. Come on. Who would let a Mayhem award to put up on their mantle next to their 5th grade soccer trophy and a plate covered in pizza crust? I know what the Mayhemmies need. Number 1, a singing montage. Whether it was Todd or fucking Bingo, singing the montage or having Vinnie Mac singing Stand Back with Hulk Hogan playing the electric guitar, that pretty much would set the Mayhemmies through the roof. Oh, and before I leave, vote for me. Until next time, enter a nickname here, the Ritz.
I think we need to address some of this. I think there's definitely a checklist for us to make the Mayhem super awesome next week. I know I have a suit upstairs. I think I intend to dust off for this ordeal.
You could do that. I could throw a suit and tie.
I don't know about a band. Maybe we can do a live performance of something. That could be interesting via Skype. I think we're going to take this list to heart and do something with it for sure. Tune in next week to see how that goes. We'll see if we can get some special guests. We need somebody who thinks they're really funny to host. That isn't. That will be just like the other shows. All right, Sean Soundoff for 2/16/2010. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the WMS Nation. This week's Soundoff is a direct message to Dixie Carter and the TNA powers to be. I want, no, I wish, no, I demand you to get rid of the Bubba the Love Sponge mark that lives in the impact zone and is always on the hard camera. I have not noticed this. I could live with this a-hole if he would always hold up. What? Oh yeah, I could live with this a-hole if he always held up his stupid signs. Bubba's Army, 4 sides for life, and quiet down nerds. First, this Bubba Army of yours is an army of 2. So, are you the giver or the receiver, Mr. Signholder? Secondly, look at yourself before calling anyone in the impact zone a nerd. You want to be Hogan. I hate Bubba the Love Sponge so bad. I know that's probably the point, and there's no reason I'm showing just you. Yeah, I know that's probably the point, but yeah, he doesn't need to be there, really. So, although I didn't see him anywhere on that pay-per-view, fantastic pay-per-view from this past Sunday night. So TNA is making the move to Monday night. I thought they may have made a mistake by going to 9:11 p.m. slot, but after last night's Raw, they might be able to hold their own against the WWE. Since this is the last ECW ever tonight, my question of the week is, what was your favorite match on the WWE version of ECW? You know, personally, my favorite was that Big Show versus... No, wait. Big Show... Was it Big Show?
Big Show and Ric Flair?
Wait, which was the ladder match? Or was it... What was the ladder match?
Or
was that on Monday Night Raw?
The Ric Flair ladder match?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the hardcore match was Big Show and Ric Flair.
Okay, that's still what I'm thinking. That is still what I'm thinking. It was the Big Show Flair crazy hardcore match. Yeah, that was probably the high point for me.
That was a pretty damn good one.
Anybody in the chat room? What about you guys? Go and hit us up. Yeah, really, those first 3 months were really good. You know, they seem to be doing interesting stuff. They were bringing people in, like Ric Flair comes into the Land of Extreme and has to deal with being in the Land of Extreme. You know.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. It just really, it made sense and felt like ECW, and that it was still kind of the outside thing. It just faded so bad. What about you?
It was really fantastic. It was Ric Flair saying that whole, because that was during his whole, you know, if I lose a match before WrestleMania, I'll retire, and like that match was up, or there was disqualification or something. No, it wasn't the qualification. Anyway, but he got thrown through a pile of tacks. You know what I mean? Big Show really screwed him up, and it was his way of saying, you know, I can still hang with these young guys. I can still have ladder matches and have hardcore matches and do whatever needs done. So.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was probably the best. It was post Zombie. And pre Bobby Lashley. That's when it kind of
I think you're right, because it was Lashley who won the title off of Big Show.
Yeah, because it was leading in-ish towards that Elimination Chamber. So remember the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view they did, December to Dismember, was the one where it was like, oh fuck. You know.
Oh, that was terrible.
It was like,
we only had one, and then they canceled the whole thing. It
was not big enough for them to sustain by itself. And that was within the first year. They think they're going to give it its own pay-per-view? For a 10 o'clock on Sci-Fi extended cable piece of shit show?
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, it was great to us fans, but WrestleFans in the chat room, he says his high point was Kelly before she got pregnant.
ECW did give us Mike Knox, and it briefly gave us Shelly Martinez, and I think that's worth it right there.
Speaking of... I was going to mention the news, but speaking of ECW, the current general manager apparently is popped up in a recent Playboy lingerie issue.
Oh, really?
Her real name, I think it's Taryn Terrell. I'll come across it later in the delicious notes. But Google her name in Playboy and turn your save search off, but don't do it until after the show because we'll lose you for the rest of the night. Especially you, Wrestle fan. You have a job to do. But yeah, I recommend it. Back to the email. Finally, thanks to the nomination for the new fan of the year, I think I should be added to the emailer of the year list because most weeks I'm the only emailer to the one and only WMS show. Until next week, USA, USA, USA all the way. I'm Sean and I'm out. So there you go. Yeah, I get the nominations are maybe a little weird here and there, but we kind of, you know, had a quick consensus and threw them up. But we'll get to that. I think that does it for the emails. Is that correct, Lunchbox?
I believe you're right, sir.
Okay, I think it's time. We do not have any voicemails, and I have not noticed any other notes in our notes.
Hello, Tiffany.
Yeah. Wait! You have a job to do too. Come on, man.
I do. Yes, I do.
This is going to be a long break for us, isn't it? what are we listening to? So you can go be with Tiffany for a little bit.
It's all good. I just wanted to help out the fans and give them a little taste of what we're talking about. And I'm going to drop that in the chat right now.
There we go. Let me make sure links are allowed. I guess they're okay.
Did it come up?
No,
Did it work?
No, it didn't, because I'm not in the right thing.
Oh, no.
But we'll fix that here shortly.
Okay.
What were we listening to?
We are listening to, once again, The Toxic Avenger. We played this a couple of weeks ago. Not this particular song, but a song from him. Got some good feedback, so let's bring him around again. It's off of the album Superheroes, off of iHeart Comics Records, once again. And the name of the song is Escape, from, again, The Toxic Avenger. And this, my friends, is the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Enjoy.
the Wrestling Mayhem Show recommends highspots.com for all of your wrestling needs. Whether you're a wrestling fan, worker, or promoter, looking for figures, DVDs, or equipment, Highspots has what you're looking for.
Hi, I'm WrestleFan2000 from the Wrestling Mayhem Show. When I want a Jeff Hardy figure to jump off my race car bed onto a crowd of Lego people, I make sure to get them from highspots.com. Mom, I'm gonna clean it! Mom!
Click the link for Highspots on WrestlingMayhemShow.com to support the show when you want to purchase anything wrestling related. Highspots has what you're looking for.
This is Johnny Gargano, the bee's knees, the cat's pajamas, and the whole shebang. Not Johnny Bananas, by the way, even though I like to eat them. And you're watching the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
DJ Lunchbox of the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Oh, I'm sorry, champ. I think I ate your chocolate squirrel.
At WrestlingMayhemShow.com.
Hi guys, it's Sorgatron. We are back, segment 2 of the Wrestling Mayhem Show, 206. And this week to introduce our Indie Minute, which we will introduce with such.
Guess what, kids? It's time for the Indie Minute!
And there he is on the line, WrestleFan. How you doing tonight, sir?
I am doing fantastic.
Excellent. And we have a visual representation of you up so that people can see who they're talking to, sort of. So you decided to take the reins and run with the Indie Minute, sir.
I'm running with it, sir.
All right. What do you got for us? What do you got for us this week?
Well, wow, folks. What a week it was for indie wrestling. Let's start off with one of the top indie promotions in the United States today, Ring of Honor.
Okay. Okay.
Last week was their 8th anniversary show held in New York City at the Manhattan Center. And what a big story coming out from that show. Tyler Black is your new Ring of Honor World Champion after he defeated his longtime rival for about close to a year now, Austin Aries. Tyler Black is your new Ring of Honor World Champion. Some other matches also from that show included Roderick Strong picking up a win over the ROH return of Brian Kendrick.
Okay.
As well as a match favored a lot between Davey Richards picking up a win over El Generico. Also in Ring of Honor news, pretty shocking news with the relations between Ring of Honor and TNA. It was announced that on May 8th at the Manhattan Center, the Motor City Machine Guns will be making their return to Ring of Honor.
Nice.
TNA has come out to release the statement that TNA stars are allowed to appear on Ring of Honor Ring of Honor live events, as long as it does not any of that footage appears on Ring of Honor on HDNet.
Okay.
It was also announced this week, this is for all fans in Italy, or fans of Ring of Honor, you can now see Ring of Honor programming on Dahlia TV. Ring of Honor and HDNet cut a deal with Dahlia TV and have sold over 60 hours of footage from Ring of Honor on HDNet. Nice. To premiere in Italy, so that's good for you international fans.
That's good.
That's all the Ring of Honor news. Go to ringofhonorwrestling.com for more info. And now, let's move to the wacky and crazy promotion known as Chikara Pro Wrestling.
Chikara, we love our Chikara here at the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Absolutely, and what better way to talk about Chikara than the biggest tournament in pro wrestling today, the King of Trios, April 23rd, 24th, and 25th at the Alhambra Arena in South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Around 6 teams have already been announced for the tournament, which include the defending champions from last year, Team Fist of Icarus, Gran Akuma, and Chuck Taylor, the Colony of Fire Ant, Soldier Ant, and Green Ant, Team Frightening of Hollow Wicked, Frightmare, and future friend of the show, Lightning Mike Quackenbush. The Unstable of Vin Gerard, Stigma, and former WWE superstar Colin Delaney. The future is now Jigsaw, Equinox, and Helios. And just announced is the newest tandem in Chikara, Das Bruderschaft des Cruz of Claudio Castagnoli, Aries, and Persis. Yeah, I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right. Sorry for all.
It sounds like you know what you're doing over there.
I apologize to my German fans. So those are the teams that have been.
We know there's at least one out there.
There's got to be one. So those are the 6 teams already announced. Also in Chikara news, this last night, was the 200th episode of the Chikara Podcast A Go-Go, now going on 4-year programming. So check it out at Chikara.
Oh, we're losing you a little bit.
I'm sorry, I'll repeat that.
ChikaraPro.com?
ChikaraPro.com for the 200th episode of Chikara Podcast A Go-Go. I'm sorry?
Oh, you're good.
I'm good?
Yes.
Okay, with special guest, former WWE Intercontinental and European Champion, Mr. D'Lo Brown.
Nice. Who has been a frequent, he's a current TNA agent, and he's also frequently on the Between the Ropes show down in Orlando that I'm a big fan of personally. So
absolutely. So check it out at ChikaraPodcast.com. Also, go to smartmarkvideo.com where you can now buy the Season 9 debut from Chikara back in January. A Touch of Class is now on sale at smartmarkvideo.com. For more Chikara news, go to ChikaraPro.com. Now, shifting over to another promotion in the Philadelphia area, CZW, Combat Zone Wrestling.
It's still around? It's still alive?
It's still around.
Wow.
And back on February 13th, they had their 11th anniversary show at the New Alhambra Arena in South Philadelphia.
Because everybody's based out of the New Alhambra Arena these days.
Gotta be. They had 2 shows, one a free show at 2:30 and then a regular show at 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
Former IWC talent that recently appeared in IWC around a month ago, John Moxley, became the new CZW World Champion when he picked up the win over the champion B-Boy.
I was always curious because he didn't seem like I don't think anybody really knew who he was in the IWC crowd. I mean, other than the hardcore like the Killer Kens and everybody out there. But I guess he's a big deal there, huh?
Yeah, he's been wrestling there for about a year, from what I know. And big win for him. He's the new world champion. Also announced at the 11th anniversary show is that in the month of March, CZW will be on television in certain areas with their show Fake You TV, which will broadcast past matches from CZW, as well as recap the CZW events. So check that out. For more information, go to czwrestling.com.
So is this supposed to be like a syndicated affair, you think, or certain?
Not a lot of information has been announced about it. It's gonna be, a sort of a recap show almost. It's not gonna be like a, not really as much of a Ring of Honor on HDNet where it's a actual show.
Okay.
It's more to be more of recapping events, showing some past matches, kind of giving, tell fans what they're about.
Okay. Probably a little bit of show promotion in there too, and DVDs, I bet.
Yeah, most likely. So. Then, now let's move over to sort of the Pittsburgh area. AIW Absolute Intense Wrestling on Friday, February the 19th, will be hosting their 5th annual Gauntlet for the Gold at the West Park Party Center in Cleveland, Ohio. The main event being a 30-man gauntlet match in order to determine the new Absolute Champion. Plus, also on that card, two friends of the show, Sterling James Keenan versus Johnny Gargano, for Sterling James Keenan's 30th spot in the Gauntlet for the Gold. Also, AEW Tag Team Champions Faith in Nothing, Christian Faith and Vincent Nothing, will be in a 3-team gauntlet match defending their tag team titles. And that's at the West Park Party Center in Cleveland, Ohio, February 19th. Get your tickets at AIWrestling.com.
And I gotta say, if you are going to make it to AIW or I don't know if I'm getting ahead of you, PWO this weekend, just if you're a fan of the Wrestling Mayhem show and people that have been on here, look for a familiar face. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm really not allowed to say more than that. But just want to throw it out there.
Insider.
Inside information. Just like Cody Deaner is going to be on some show in the area that he's been there before. I still haven't got an answer from you guys. I don't follow him as well as some of you guys. WrestleFan, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Also at AIW news, the big news coming from this weekend. AIW they do have a very good working relationship with Chikara Pro Wrestling.
Yes.
Which is why they announced on April 9th and April 10th at the West Park Party Center in Cleveland, Ohio, the Jack of All Trios tournament.
Wow.
It will be a 16-team tournament where the winner will gain a spot Jack of Trios tournament.
So
representing Team AIW.
You cut out. You said that the winner will get a spot at the King of Trios tournament. So there's like going to be a Team AIW at this tournament?
There will be a Team AIW. A series of teams have already been announced, including a team with 2 former appearances at the King of Trios, the Soul Touchers, Alpha Beta Duke, and the Passion John Thorne.
Okay.
The Latin Crime Syndicate, Team IWA East Coast of Zach Vincent, John Moxley, and Madman Pondo.
Oh, Pondo.
But the biggest team, the most influential team, if you will, of that list of groups, which will feature Jack Reville, Jefferson Slate, and friend of the show, #1 endorsed of the Wrestling Mayhem show, Mr. Chest Flexor.
Yes! Chest Flexor has a chance to be at Chikara. Is that what I'm hearing?
That is what you are hearing, sir.
Yes.
He has to do 15 other teams. There is a good chance you might see Mr. Chest Flexor at the ECW Arena for King of Trios.
Wow. Wow.
So big news there. For more information and to see the constant teams being updated for that tournament, go to AIWrestling.com. And finally, going into Evolve Wrestling, the promotion by former Ring of Honor promoter Gabe Sapolsky, will be holding their second show in Raleigh, New Jersey. Already announced for the main event. Should be a great contest. Ring of Honor's Chris Hero will be making his debut in Evolve, taking on Japanese star Ikuto Hidaka.
Nice, nice.
As well as a series of other matches announced, a 4-way tag team unsanctioned elimination match between Mike Quackenbush and Jigsaw, Delirious and Frightmare, Amasis and Ophidian, and Fire Ant and Green Ant. So a Chikara 4-way unsanctioned elimination match in Evolve Wrestling at Raleigh, New Jersey, as well as a singles encounter between former foes Ricochet and Chuck Taylor. So for more information about that, go to evolvewrestling.com and check out more on the newest promotion by former Ring of Honor promoter Gabe Sapolsky. And that, my friends, has been WrestleFan-ified edition of your Indie Minute.
Guess what, kids? It's time for the Indie Minute.
Okay, I guess I need a closing
No,
version of
it's
that.
not.
It's not time for it. The time for it to end. Thank you, WrestleFan. I enjoyed it. I didn't have to do the research for that. We look forward to hopefully we can do this again. We'll keep in touch. We'll let you off the hook here so we can do the Mayhemmy action, and maybe we'll see you in the next segment. All right?
That sounds good.
All right. Thanks, WrestleFan. Go check him out at WrestleFan2000 on Twitter. Let him go. DJ Lunchbox, you still alive over there?
I am. That was a fantastic Indie Minute, I have to say.
Excellent. Yeah, I think you did a great job. And it's a lot more than I would have looked into. So it is time. There's one thing I forgot to do here. We started this a couple of years ago, the Mayhemmys, we called it. This is our award show. I know it's running a little late, but it is still the award season, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to talk about what these selections are, and hold on, we can't do this without a little something here. With a little, there we go. We have some award music up in the background.
Very nice, very classy.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, like I said, we're going to take that list to heart. We're going to be serious about these awards this year. And
I'm going with the wind.
It's as awarding music as I could find in Soundtrack Pro. I'm sorry. So, I don't know if I can get through it with this music. So if you go to WrestlingMayhemShow.com, go down there, the Mayhemmys. We're gonna see if we can tag it at the top or something. But go look for the Mayhemmys on there. Let's announce our nominees. You want to help me out, Lunchbox?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get you actually in the shot here. First, nominees for New Fan of the Year goes out to, of course, our man Big Freaky, who's been real big on the lines and helping us with the interviews. The Rock and Roll Outlaw and the other Sean Burkhead, and for some reason somebody put Little Nickel on this.
Little Nickel, the fictional young man with the angry parents.
Yeah, so we're going to see if a fictional young man with angry parents can be a new fan of the year, I guess. We move on. Do you want to cover the next one?
Absolutely. Next up is Best New Member of the Show. Start things off with Miss Ashley Hoover. Not only is she becoming a new member of the Wrestling Mayhem Show, president of the Sorg household, but also the host of her own show, Ashley at Night, which you can hear here.
No, Ashley After Hours.
Ashley After Hours, which you can hear right here on Wednesdays, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right, AshleyAfterHours.com if you want to check that out.
Yes. Next up is Mad Mike. This has been his year. He has made the transition from fan and friend of the show to member of the show. He has done a hell of a lot of work, and we absolutely appreciate it. Excellent. Next up is WrestleFan. You just heard from him on our Indie Minute. He is been a long-time emailer, and he's like little brother of the Wrestling Mayhem Show. He's like Frankie Muniz.
It's like he's like the nuncio to our FBI.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
So you're obviously the black guy, and I guess I'm Tracy Smothers.
That works.
Okay. Anyways, moving on.
And finally, to wrap it all up, Miss Dawn Papuga, sometime MM correspondent and also a valued member here on the Wrestling Mayhem Show. So those are the 4 best new member of the show nominees.
Excellent. Of course, where would the Wrestling Mayhem Show be in this amazing occasion without recognizing the people that have come through the studio either in person or over the phone? And of course, we can't think of that without me queuing up this graphic here. If I can find that, there we go. Of course, Chess Flexor was a several-time member sitting on the couch here of the Wrestling Mayhem Show, along with the Pump Ferrari. I think he's been here with Jimmy DeMarco maybe once. He's been on the phone.
The emailers.
What's that?
You skipped the emailers.
Because my page is broken.
Fair enough. All right, you do this, and I'll do the emailers.
That's okay. And also, who could forget early in this year, our good friend that invited us down to Phoenix, Arizona for a sandwich, Mr. Armando Estrada, of course, which was a great interview. We had a great time talking to him. Let's not forget Joe Dombrowski, who I don't have a picture for. Let us know what's going on with PWO and the indie scene in general, and a general all-around good guy. Also, Mike Kingston of Headlocked. Sorry we screwed up your interview and lost it. But it was great, and we had a good time talking to you, and also talking to you back at the New York Comic Con. Hope to see you again this year. And also, there's the times that our couch was full, such as when we had, once again, no picture for these people. Nope, no picture for these people. We had Michael Facade, Vicky Gambino, and Super Hentai here with the Super Indie belt in studio. The first of 2 belts that made it to the Mayhem couch. And of course, Jimmy DeMarco, who has been around long enough that he's pretty much part of the show.
It's true. Why we didn't list him as a nominee for Best Member?
That's because he's nominated for enough stuff. You can always write in by emailing us to goodtimes@wrestlingmayhemshow.com, of course. And of course, another big name that was on the airwaves, one Superfly Jimmy Snuka joined us on the phone. We talked to him, and of course, don't forget, Mayhem Missy was his special helper at one of the shows. So, great time talking to him. Also, we mentioned him a little bit ago, the Passion John Thorne from up there in AIW, and he's made appearances in Chikara and such. Good talking to him this year as well, and reaching out to the Cleveland, Ohio stuff going on. And also another champion. We dare say that we gave him his first Mayhem show bump. Shima Zion. There he is with the IWC belt, if you're on the video feed. Good time talking to him and see what's going on. The international superstar Shima Zion. And of course, another homegrown talent here, Sterling James Keenan, we talked to. You still there, Lunchbox?
Yes, sir. I'm still there.
All right. And also, in one of the strangest interviews I think I've ever conducted, Big League Fabulous John McChesney, who Big League does.
He Big League does.
I didn't know what happened. There's just the most awkward thing I've ever experienced. But hey, maybe we'll try that again. Also, Mad Mike's favorite person in the world that has challenged him to a match this past year, Ray Rowe. Look at him. He's such a mama's boy. Ray Rowe was a good time talking to him. Of course, don't forget about the man in action, the new owner of IWC, and one of the good ring announcers, who apparently also doesn't have a picture, Mr. Chuck Roberts, we talked to this year. Let us know a lot about what's going on, and of course, let's not forget the guy that was on his way out. Norm Connors joined us on the phone, and broke right here on the show about his new book.
Mm-hmm.
So, and of course, let's not forget George Rutherford, who joined us, former writer for SmackDown. That had some great stories. I hope we get a chance to talk to him again here in the near future about just his opinion on what's going on. So, so what's next, Lunchbox?
Emailer of the year, of course. We have Mad Mike, who, whilst a member of the show, is not exempt from emails. I could win Emailer of the Year if I emailed every week. WrestleFan, of course. Juggalo Jamie, the legend. Riz, Rock and Roll Outlaw, and of course, Sean Brayfield.
Excellent. And of course, also on the list is the most awesome moment of the year. An interesting list here. Iron Sheik leaves voicemail for the Mayhem show, with an assist by Mad Mike there. As we got Iron Sheik to plug the Mayhem show. That's fucking great. Juggalo Jamie joining Twitter, because of course that was epic for everybody involved. We have 2 votes for Should I Drink That? Or, I'm sorry, Should I Wrestle That? Or, while you're at, go check out Should I Wrestle That, or ShouldIDrinkThat.com. The baby swing incident, where you jumped off the Mayhem couch here in the studio. And also the Kiss 96.1 Stuff a Bus Cross Body Block. I think he hurt himself on that one. Of course, Mikey Big Bob, good guys.
He hurt himself on both of those.
He always hurts himself.
Remember, he bounced his face off the concrete when he attacked the baby swing.
The pillow did not save him.
That's not a sentence you hear very often. He bounced his face off the concrete when he attacked the baby swing.
Yeah, when he attacked the baby swing. And also, somebody wrote in here, I actually forgot that this happened this past year. I was on Cinemax, folks. Go figure.
Well, your implied wiener was on Cinemax.
What's that?
Your implied wiener was on Cinemax.
Not my implied. Well, all of me was on Cinemax.
So like Red Shoe Diaries.
Yeah, something like that. Sort of diary. I don't know. Moving on. Come on, we'll get this to you.
Our next category was most shocking moment of the year. And of course, you can't have a list without mentioning the name Juicy James DeMarco. And it was Jimmy DeMarco looking like a fool with his pants on the ground. Next up was Missy beating Remedy with a kendo stick, beating Holiday Cheer into him, if I remember correctly.
Yes, that was the Holiday episode. Do not mess with her cheer.
That's correct. After that was Little Nickel being Mad Mike's April Fool's joke, which it certainly knocked me and Sorg for a loop.
I'm still angry about that.
Oh yes. After that was Chest Flexor's Avatar audition, and if you don't know about that,
you don't want to.
You don't want to.
Yeah.
After that was Chachi taking control of the main show. He actually owned the show for a few weeks, and then he sold it to Matt. And
I forgot about that.
And after that is the fantastic and infamous image of Doc Remedy in the children's basketball uniform.
And there it is, right there in all its glory. Strangely next to a DDR pad. That's rather ironic.
Oh, no.
So, there you go. All right, over there. So that's your Mayhemmies. After we give this one more category, Tribute Show of the Year was Chachi Appreciation Day we did for his birthday. I don't know why after he took over the show. Kane Appreciation Show, or Appreciation Day, which was on May 19th of all places.
May 19th.
May 19th. Norm Connor's Appreciation Day was, I think it was the last show before his last show for IWC. Macho Madness Day, celebrating the release of the Macho Man DVD, the long-awaited, long-overdue one. And we had a Finley Day for St. Patty's Day. So
we did. That's very true.
Appreciation of the Fit Finley and his love for fighting. So there you have it, the Mayhemmies. Please go to WrestlingMayhemShow.com and chime in. Let us know what you thought was the best of the best for 2009, and we'll have a special award show right here on Wrestling Mayhem Show 207 next week. Join us live Tuesday, whatever that date is, at 8 p.m. Eastern, of course, here on Ustream and at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, and that will be up on everywhere. Lunchbox,
everywhere.
what are you doing over there?
I'm very stretching.
Stretch. All right.
Stretching.
I think it's time, real quick, before we go to break again, and we'll turn it up for that one.
Okay, where are the sweaty dicks? It's time for some sweaty dick punching.
Sweaty dick punching time with DJ Lunchbox. What's going on in the world of MMA, sir?
Well, it's funny that we should mention sweaty dick punching because there were a group of men from UFC who got their sweaty dicks punched, and now will no longer have the opportunity to punch sweaty dicks in the octagon. Following UFC 109 last weekend, the promotion has released several fighters, including headliner Mark Coleman, as well as Frank Trigg, Tim Haug, and Philippe Nover. Now, fighters being released from UFC following a loss is nothing new, but after being in the main event, it's somewhat of a surprise that Coleman's name was on the list. The 45-year-old former Pride and UFC champion struggled in his fight with Randy Couture before being submitted by a rear naked choke in the second round. Since returning to UFC last year, Coleman went 1-2 with a victory over former, quote, Ultimate Fighter finalist Stephan Bonnar, who was involved in the legendary Stephan Bonnar Forrest Griffin fight after the Ultimate Fighter Season 1. And he dropped the aforementioned fight against Couture and a rematch against Mauricio Chogunahua. Also on this list was former top welterweight contender Frank Trigg, who confirmed his release from the promotion via his Twitter on Wednesday. The multi-time UFC veteran returned to the organization last year after a stint at 185 pounds, but his welterweight career didn't fare as well in the UFC. One fighter who will get a second chance in the octagon is Rollis Gracie, part of the legendary Gracie family. Sources close to the fighter indicated to MMAweekly.com on Wednesday that the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champion will get another shot after falling short in his first fight against Joey Beltran at UFC 109. That's all the UFC news. The only thing worth mentioning is that Bobby Lashley, the man himself, is walking away from TNA. He is no longer interested, no longer wants to work with them, and he wants to focus on fighting full time. In Strikeforce, his contract is currently with Strikeforce. So we wish Mr. Bobby Lashley the best of luck. And folks, that is all the news and notes from the land of sweaty dick punching this week.
That's interesting. The Bobby Lashley stuff. So, was there any site there where they just not, you think they're just not liking what was going on with TNA or the new regime, or?
I think it's probably a combination of he's not real happy with the way things are going, and he really does want to focus on his fight career. 'Cause, I mean, Riz in the chat is saying that TNA released him and he didn't know it. I don't know what the story behind that is, to be honest with you.
So let me catch up the chat there. There we go. Interesting.
So yeah, Bobby Lashley now a full-time fighter.
Excellent. Well, let's go ahead to the break. We'll come back with all your news and everything from the wrestling world this week and have a little bit of a roundtable. Maybe we'll bring the WrestleFan back to get his 2 cents from a Texas perspective. What are we listening to here for our second break, Mr. Lunchbox?
Well, this song is actually pretty special. It's I knew this guy personally. His name is Ryan Phipps, and he's a great guy. He's a really good friend of mine. He makes fantastic music, and I'm fortunate enough to hear it every week. You can check him out at ryanphipps.com. That's Ryan, PHIPPS.com. And this song in particular is called Corpses, and it's really one of my favorite songs. So I really hope you guys enjoy.
These are my secrets. These are the things I hide. These are my closets. And these are the skeletons inside. These are my thoughts. And these are my wandering eyes. These are my hopes. And this is my worried mind, that I'm so good at hiding. That I'm so good at hiding. This is my mouth. These are the words inside. These are my clothes. These are the scars I hide. This is my heart. And this is your heart inside. I fall apart. Yet this is the place that you reside. That I
Have a wedding coming up? You want it to be memorable for at least 50 of the anniversaries you're gonna have? Then please check out the music from Sounds Forgotten at soundsforgotten.com.
This is Ryan Mitchell. You're watching the Wrestling Mayhem Show, where future stars are showcased.
Nice.
Are you hitting on me?
No, I'm just curious.
It's the men of the Wrestling Mayhem Show at WrestlingMayhemShow.com.
And our cat pills.
What's up, guys? We're back. Episode 206. It's a Wrestling Mayhem Show. Oh, he's getting turned down over there. Holy shit. It's a Wrestling Mayhem Show. We're having fun with the Skype line. That's what's going on. I'm holding this keyboard like it's a guitar right here. Right here. Let's pick the right thing. Like a guitar. We're surfing the internet. It's all rockstar style. Hey, it's the last segment of the Wrestling Mayhem Show where we get a little looser. We talk about the news, and
Get a little looser?
Somebody's bound to get pissed off.
Whoa.
WrestleFan joins us on the line. DJ Lunchbox is still there. Let's get in the news, guys.
News.
Thank you. I don't have a sounder for that. So, I don't have my tab up. Where'd it go? There we go. Still the wrong ones. LB, stop going off camera.
I'm sorry.
So, first of all, I am aware that this is the last night for ECW.
Aww.
Thank you, WrestleFan. That's news. A lot of news coming out about the WWE NXT as LB involved. It just absorbs your screen right there. Holy shit! There's a full screen right there. Oh my god!
DJ Lunchbox into your soul.
I can't do that again. That hurt a little bit.
Good. The WWE NXT concept revealed. Vince McMahon says that. Whoa. Turn your keyboard down. Vince McMahon says that ECW.
Oh no, that wasn't. That was my mic. It clicks. I don't know why. That's the stupidest thing ever. My mic is adjustable, but when you adjust it, it clicks. Who they did not think through that feature?
So everybody knows.
I think it's communist, sir.
Communists.
Fucking commies. Here, we'll put on Darth Vader.
What the fuck? Alright.
If I got the right angle. No, that's Darth. Yeah, there we go. Let's zoom out a little bit there.
What the hell? This is what we're
Can we please get to some news, people?
It's a Darth Vader nightlight. That's some original series Star Wars shit there. Although, let me tell you, Darth Vader is not a very settling nightlight.
God damn, man.
Like, why is there heavy breathing at night? It's good. WWE NXT. It looks like it's going to. They are going with the reality thing stuff with the Vader.
I'm sorry. I just saw it come up on Ustream.
All right. Shit. Does anyone else have the news up?
NXT.
Does anyone have the news up? I can't do this.
We're good. We're good. Let's do it. Rock and roll.
Now you have a fan up. Hold on.
Like a case of crabs.
I don't know what's going on. All right, guys. Yeah. NXT will feature 8 developmental wrestlers with 8 members paired with with 8 members of the active WWE roster, according to Variety. The show will be broken up into 2 or 3 seasons per year, with talent graduating from next to one of WWE's other brands. From Vince McMahon, quote, these kids crash and burn a lot. By putting them in this environment, we'll find out if they can make it. There's no better way to develop skills than being in front of an audience, and that makes for good television. Vince said the company felt that it was time to move a different direction on Tuesday night. ECW feels old. It feels tired. Sometimes our brands need freshening up. You have to continue to reinvent yourself. So there we go. Instead of reinventing something that he didn't create, we're actually doing something new.
Yay.
So Yeah, so there's the NXT, and there's actually a list of wrestlers that are going to debut on this. Justin Angel, Daniel Bryan, formerly known as Bryan Danielson, Caval, formerly known as Low Key, Skip Sheffield, Joe Hennig, Brett DiBiase, Darren Young, Heath Slater, and Michael Tarver. So there you go. A couple second, third generation guys in there. So
Yeah. I think they'll make it, I think they put the guys like Brett DiBiase and stuff like that to make it a little bit more interesting.
It's recognizable names, whether they do good or not, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Exactly.
and I imagine they already have a pretty good sense of a lot of these guys. So,
Well, Justin Angel is their FCW champ already, so.
okay, that's cool. Yeah, that could be interesting. I'm kind of actually looking forward to see how this turns out. So, let's see, it's described as reality-based and interactive by multiple insiders. So I guess there's a lot of buzz that Low Key and Bryan Danielson have been intricately linked to Next. So yeah, we'll see. I'll be curious. Do you think it's going to be the old stalwarts going to be paired up with them? Like Finley's making it on this program, isn't he? Do we even need to ask? I mean, think about the guys that are like the good wrestlers that have been there a long time. They're the good guys to kind of show the ropes, but aren't particularly doing anything right now.
Yeah.
Matt Hardy.
Maybe they'll bring in maybe Matt Hardy, maybe
Matt
like
Hardy.
a Carlito.
Yeah, Carlito actually would probably be pretty good. Who else? Who else do you think they could be? I want to say Shelton Benjamin, but I feel like they're going to actually do something with him.
Mike Knox. Where the hell is he?
I don't know if he's.
Michael Q. Knoxville.
I don't think he's a guy that would be a trainer. I don't know. Maybe they do have to fill 8 spots here.
Yeah.
So,
They should team up Loki with Rey Mysterio, just to start building that feud now.
there you go. Or will there be a few wrestlers? There are people that are just kind of on the side, and they work that in. You know.
Yeah.
You know, they could be. I know you're a rather jealous Wrestle fan because the Steel City Con's going on this weekend, and
That's this weekend?
No, that's next weekend. My bad. I
Motherfucker.
I just got another email. What's up?
Nothing. I was hoping it was this weekend because I have this weekend off. I don't have next weekend off.
I'll pull up the info right here. It is the 26th, 27th, and 28th. I'm sorry. But of interest to this show, Lillian Garcia will be there.
Lillian.
As well as Candice Michelle.
Candice.
Can't win them all. Also, the DeLorean replica will be there. What? The B9 robot from Lost in Space, which I think is also there. Mark Goddard from Lost in Space, whoever that is. Some fugly-looking guy from Starship Troopers. A General Lee, and Matthew Wood, who played General Grievous. I didn't know he was a real person. I thought it was all... and my big one, John Schneider from Smallville and Dukes of Hazzard. That's
Nice.
right. Bo
damn.
Duke will be here in Pittsburgh. Fantastic.
Strong lineup.
The Munsters Mobile is going to be there. Robin Gibbs from One Night to Live.
What the fuck?
One Life to Live.
Wait, did you say from One Life to Live?
Yes.
Dude, that's awesome.
Dude, why are you keep going off camera? Where are you
I'm sorry.
No,
My
no,
chair
stay
moves.
in a spot. Stay in a spot. Right? Stay.
So if you're a wrestling fan and you love One Life to Live, come to
Oh
Still
man,
Still
did you
Comic.
just find your place to be in Pittsburgh this weekend? Holy
The
shit.
only one.
Holy shit. Robin Gibbs. Tell you what, she's no Tiffany, but Diva Mickey James' first single has been released. Let's see, we can listen now. It's called Are You With Me? I know she's been making the rounds.
That's not right. You say Robin Gibbs?
Robin Gibbs. It said Robin Gibbs. What are you doing?
But yeah, I did listen
Are you
to
sure
Missy
that the
James,
girl? That could be a guy, and that's. I think you're thinking about the guy from the Bee Gees.
I don't know. That's what the thing said. Go to stillcitycon.com if you want to check it out. But yeah, dude, that's
I did listen to Mickey James' first single. Not that bad.
Yeah, you think she's got a future?
Yeah,
there?
but you're from the South.
You are from the South. He's got you there.
Yeah, Robin Gibbs is a guy. Hold on. I'm upset now.
Oh, wait, this is a little bit of it, I guess. Oh, there you go. Yeehaw, so that makes it country.
Oh, yeah.
It's not bad. Who knew?
It's a lot more rock and roll than country.
Yeah, it's that rock country stuff going on. It's that poppy, rocky country, you know. Nobody does real country. I mean, nobody does real depressing country or like Devil Went Down to Georgia shit anymore. You know, country when he used to be from the country. You know, not country from New York City. You know, all these dude bikers, like my dad calls the fake bikers, the dude cowboys.
Wow.
Sorry.
Jake Busey. Holy crap.
What are you doing?
Are you looking at
Are you
Jake
on the
Busey?
same news page?
Yeah, I am. Listen.
What?
Listen.
Okay.
I have Robin spelled with a Y, and it's Greg, not Gibbs. You're making me look up Bee Gees? Jesus Christ. Enunciate,
It's
Sword.
a horrible font.
Enunciate. It is
It's
a horrible,
horrible
I have a
font.
huge announcement to make.
In all fairness, no one's gonna give a shit about Robin Gibbs or whatever the fuck her name is.
Hey, fuck you, alright? Because I am one. Listen,
This is
huge announcement.
Huge announcement. What's up?
Julie, I, sometime in the near future, will be broadcasting a huge match from my observatory. Okay, live from my observatory.
Okay.
Live.
In one corner, Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Alright.
The Samoa Joe or your
In the other corner. Okay.
What?
Right your observatory. That will happen, my friend.
Whoa,
it
whoa,
will
whoa!
happen.
You're getting garbled. Your observatory is being affected by the snow and ice in your face.
Sorry, there's a lot of radon interference.
Okay.
And inverse pulses.
Oh.
Anyway,
It's going.
Low Key versus Samoa Joe.
Low Key.
Broadcast live from Lunchbox's Arctic Observatory.
Okay.
Gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. Granted, they are both cats, but it will happen.
Wait. You named your other cat Low Key?
No, I didn't name it. I have roommates now, friends from college and high school, and they had a cat. And believe it or not, they did name their cat Loki.
But can't be after the wrestler, right?
No, not after the wrestler, but by way of those strange actions, now I have a cat named Samoa Joe and a cat named Loki both living in my house.
This has to be a web series.
It's amazing.
This has to be a web series.
And
I want to
they
see that
wrestle.
cat do a ghetto stomp.
And they wrestle and they duel, and Loki will be the one to do a stomp because he's a jumper. Joe is not a jumper. Joe's a fatty.
All right.
Just like Samoa Joe. Just the real one. Joe's a fatty.
This is awesome.
So there's a pay-per-view this weekend, guys.
There was.
Did you guys watch it?
No, I didn't watch it.
WrestleFan, I know you checked this out.
Well, actually, I didn't watch it. I actually just read. I read the results, but from what it looked, it would look pretty good.
Dude, it was a good show. It was a great show of wrestling, I thought. There wasn't really too much of a stinker on here. I mean, your worst case would be Team 3D and the Nasty Boys, but Jimmy Hart came back, so I don't know. It was I liked it. I liked it a lot. I mean, look, how could you be pissed at this lineup? Just looking down the tournament, you got Pope and Desmond Wolfe. You have Matt Morgan against Hernandez, Angle and Mr. Anderson, Abyss and Foley, which was a no disqualification match. Of course, Nasty Boys Team 3D, Would have been a great match 10 years ago. It's still, I don't want to bash on too bad. Then second round, Pope and Morgan, Anderson and Abyss, and Eric Bischoff as a special referee for AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. And
that's the only part I was like, yeah.
And Pope and Kennedy. Really, for the whole match, or for him? I mean,
just for Bischoff.
They played it off pretty well because they had Hogan come out and confront him and said, "Look, you have to call us down the middle, and because they have to trust us, and I need you to do this." And so and Bischoff pretty much did, and dealt with it. So
that's good.
So it made for an interesting match.
Yeah. Though I was definitely happy with the finals and to see who came out on top.
The Pope will be challenging for the belt at Lockdown. That's awesome.
I think I posted this on. I'm pretty sure I posted this on Facebook. One good thing about TNA is that they are pushing D'Angelo other than WWE ever did.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it was a surprise a few weeks ago when we had him go over AJ like as a surprise, but I guess it was really kind of telegraphing this, huh?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty damn cool. I mean, I'm glad to see them doing something interesting with somebody new. I was accidentally throwing WrestleFan's chin where LB should be going in that video feed over there. Whoops. We'll fix that. Don't worry about that. There he is. So altogether, yeah, I thought it was a really good show. Also, they were doing something interesting. I thought I heard this was international viewers, but apparently it's for everybody. If you go on TNA Video Vault, you can get the replay anytime on demand for only $15.
Nice.
So I thought that was a nice. I don't know if I would put the $15 down for it the next day, but I mean it's pretty cool. It's something different for them doing. Speaking of TNA, there might be a problem with them coming to Pittsburgh. If you guys haven't heard this in the local news,
that was my first thought when I heard the news.
I was like, yeah. First, it was like, shit, TNA, right?
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. So TNA was set to show up here on March 13th in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, at the Ross River Ice Gardens. And for those of you guys familiar with IWC, that's right down the road, basically, from where IWC usually has their shows at the Court Time Sports Center in Elizabeth.
Mm-hmm.
Been there before. The Steel City WrestleFest with Kurt Angle was there. It's a big place. It would have been nice for that. I think they would have done really good there. Other than it being so far out of town, really. The roof collapsed this weekend. So as far as taking the non-wrestling side of this, apparently it collapsed this past Sunday. Looks like from all the snow we've been having. There was actually, I think it was a junior league hockey game. One just ended, and the second one was about to take the ice. Just in a, if it would have been maybe, I guess they said 10-15 minutes later, there would have been kids on the rink playing hockey when this thing came down. Luckily, I think there was only a few people that were potentially in there. I actually never received word if anybody was hurt or killed officially. But all that part of the story is in our links over at kdka.com. You can see all the updates on that. So TNA does have a notice on their website. See if they've changed it since. They are looking for a new venue. Sales are on hold until they get things figured out for that. Really close to March 13th. I don't know if they'll be able to find something in time. So that's kind of a buzzkill for the TNA fans in the area.
All 7 of them.
Hey, I'm one of those 7. Did we talk about Awesome Kong being suspended last week?
Yeah, because we talked about he wanted to be her special man friend.
Your special what friend?
I want to be her man friend.
Well, did you ever get a tweet back?
No, she never replied.
That's a shame.
Uppity bitch.
All right, whoa! I mean, you should try again.
Hey. She won't reply to me being nice, so
well, you know what?
maybe
she was watching Idol last week. Maybe I don't even know if it's on this week with the Olympics and everything. You should give it a try, man. Just be like, look, I don't know if I missed your message back. I still would like to see your sugar face on the Wrestling Mayhem show.
I can't miss her reply back. The very program that I use makes it so I can't miss replies back.
Dude, it's Twitter. It goes down all the time.
All right, text her again.
Do it again. Let us know how it goes. Let us know what you
little
say.
text.
Work on that.
Took a text.
So, Dwayne The Rock Johnson says he and WWE co-own his catchphrases. And I think, actually, this clip is the one that I saw a couple weeks ago from Mikey and Big Bob over at the Freak Show, where he's wearing a Steelers cap. So, I don't know. This is another uncomfortable TMZ moment. Yay. If you guys want to check that out. We talk about Bryan Danielson's new name.
Very creative.
Very creative, yes. What was the Shane? Was it Shane Michael or Michael Shane? Matt Bentley. They made him stop using it because it's too close to Shawn Michaels. So we mentioned GM Tiffany, ECW GM Tiffany appearing in Playboy. Also, the other curious thing: what happens to her? Because I think it was Diva Dirt that brought up a good point. Wouldn't it be a little weird for a GM to be just another diva after tonight's show?
Yeah.
Insightful, thank you.
It's not like she'll
Hey,
do
I'm
much.
tweeting, okay?
Yeah, you're tweeting. You have no excuse. I need WrestleFan for the in-depth analysis. Or not.
Yep.
TNA Impact moving to Mondays. Okay. Yeah. I need a DVR. That's basically it. I hope they get their shows up because last I knew, Thursday's Impact was still not up as of yesterday. So.
All right, I'm tweet set.
All right, what you sent?
Oh, I do have a response.
What?
What's it say? Oh, Sorg did it. It's a response from Sorg.
Sorg did it.
From what?
From naming my title.
Your what? Oh, your title. I got you.
Yeah.
Yes, director, music director, DJ Lunchbox there.
Correcto.
Wow.
It said at Awesome Kong. Why do Nisa? I still want to see you trigger face on at Mayhem Show. Let's make this salty dream come true. Love, the LV.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
Next pay-per-view, we're going to have Ultimate X at Destination X.
Yay.
Yeah, that's always a good one.
I'm on the fence about this pay-per-view.
Yeah?
I'm on the fence about this promotion.
Obviously.
But yes.
The thing from what I hear, the pay-per-view is all X Division wrestlers. All 10 of them?
I can't see that. I really can't see that happening.
They're billing it as.
So what? We'll have Pope and AJ, Chris Daniels, Suicide, the Machine Guns.
It'll be interesting to see what they do. It's interesting that they're going the gimmick route that WWE is lately. So
Amazing Red.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this pay-per-view would have been good 3 years ago when they actually had an X Division.
Yeah. Now they've kind of flattened it out. Who's the champion? I don't even know.
Amazing Red.
Amazing Red it still is?
No, it's Doug Williams.
The big guy?
Who the fuck is Doug Williams?
One of the British
He's in the British Invasion. No, not the big guy. It was another guy.
Okay.
What the fuck is the British Invasion?
You need to catch up if you're going to help cover it. So, speaking
What
of
the fuck is
gimmicks-
coverage?
Okay. What the fuck is journalistic integrity?
Who watches TNA?
Valentine's Day Pudding Massacre. Pudding Massacre. It's up on the delicious.com/Wrestling Mayhem on probably the second page by now. Our boy Rob that we know, he was at a pudding wrestling match and took lots of pictures for us. Apparently their championship was a women's wrestling belt, a WWE women's wrestling belt. I just figured
because that's what it makes it. That's what ties it into wrestling.
It was pudding wrestling. Stay with us, WrestleFan. Stay with us. All right, moving along. Conference call. Looks like WWE had an okay, not great but good year fiscally. Their audience grew 800,000 viewers. They're doing fine. They're doing great. They're not in any trouble. Although it looks like they're axing one of our old favorites, the Survivor Series this year.
No.
Vince McMahon says that it has outlasted its usage. And they said the numbers have proven it. It doesn't mean what it once did for the majority of viewers. Because, well, it's not a Survivor Series anymore, for one thing, guys. I agree with that. If you booked it the way we always wanted it, show's still listed on the official pay-per-view calendar for 2010. But that could change given Vince's comments. Yeah, and these things have been changing left and right. Also, there was a survey that went around, and we know how these surveys go. There was one a few months ago, and now we have the Elimination Chamber that was mentioned prominently on there. But they're talking about some more theme pay-per-views. Excuse me. They're talking about a WWE Draft one, doing another single elimination bracket style tournament where they compete to become the winner of the tournament. Okay, maybe a Legends pay-per-view. Maybe War Games returning.
War Games would be nice.
A Street Fight pay-per-view. Money in the Bank pay-per-view. A roulette pay-per-view or stipulations.
You can't have a Money in the Bank pay-per-view. That would ruin it.
Yeah. Or a Battle Bowl pay-per-view. Battle Bowl? Battle Bowl. Random tag teams compete together, sometimes arch rivals, with the winning teams being put in a two-ring battle royal. The winner could potentially receive a championship match. Now,
that's not a bad idea.
That's what WCW did.
Yeah, but that was back when WCW had integrity, so.
I remember fondly Eddie Guerrero and Diamond Dallas Page fighting over the Battle Bowl championship ring. That's right.
Yeah, either Battle Bowl or War Games would be nice.
I think everybody wants to see War Games, but then it becomes, how many cage match variations can we have in one group?
Yeah. But the War Games kind of makes up for the Survivor Series with the whole team thing.
Yeah. Actually, it wasn't War Games. No, I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. I want to say War Games was an old competitor to Survivor Series, but I'm thinking Starrcade was around the same time.
WCW is confusing.
Well, there's that, of course. So, sorry, I realize I don't have the chat up. Get back to you guys. Also, Vince McMahon plans to launch WWE Network in the next 18 months. Sorry, my keyboard's weird.
I don't think he's going to do it. I think it's a trap. I think it's
They've been talking about this for years. And, well, we got 24/7, so there's a technical new network that they're already creating new programming for. Even if it's, recycling those old Raws and Nitros. There's so much more they can do with Superstars and Wrestling Challenge. They have plenty of content. They can fill a week easily with old content.
They could, yeah, but I mean, they can't sell much on like WB Classics.
They can't what?
Or I should say they can barely sell that stuff on WWE Classics.
Really? I mean, have we seen numbers for this? Because I mean, I know a lot of people that have it, and I have not heard a bad thing about it.
I'm not saying it's bad. I mean, I would love to have it, but I just can't justify spending that much money to watch it. You know what I mean?
$8 to $10, depending on who you have. I think it's $10 for me here on Verizon Fios.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. It's it could be something. I mean, it'll be a hard sell. It's one of those. I can see them doing it in Canada. I mean, Canada already has this fight network going on.
Mm-hmm.
Where there's some wrestling up there and a lot of MMA stuff. But actually, I think HDNet kind of fits that. You know what I mean? As much MMA as they have in the Ring of Honor, they're kind of our fight network in the long run. Although it's nice to watch Smallville in the morning for 3 hours too in HD. I don't know. It's
It could work.
Yeah, it could work. It could work. Also, going on, I put a link here to this Team Taliban. Looks like a documentary. I don't really know much to say about it. I just
Team Taliban?
Team Taliban.
Sounds communist.
No, it doesn't at all. Actually, yes. Apparently, the name for WWE Next is already being used. NXT Wrestling.
Oh, in Scotland.
NXT. Thank you. NXTWrestling.com in Scotland. So, they've been running since 2008, and WWE has reportedly registered to trademark the name. Although that is probably in America, so. The Animal, Legion of Doom, Road Warrior Animal, John Laurinaitis, will be having a book soon. The Road Warriors, Danger, Death, and the Rush of Wrestling, and will include a foreword by Paul Ellering.
Nice.
So that would be cool. That'd be one I'd actually want to read, because those guys had to have a crazy career. Of course, it's going to be talking about Hawk that died several years ago. There's a good interview with Ted DiBiase on our Delicious Links. I encourage everybody to check out. And John Morrison's DVD. I'm thinking I want to take a look at that. If nothing for the parkour segments.
It looks pretty interesting.
Remedy sent that. It said a list of it from Morrison's MySpace blog, and it talked about his training for the parkour segments. Which, holy shit, dude!
So from what I've seen, it's just as him as John Morrison. It doesn't include any of his Johnny Nitro days.
Yes, it is him since becoming John Morrison, which is a little bit of a shame because it doesn't include any MMM or anything like that.
For him and Jeff Hardy.
It will be actually him and Jeff Hardy kind of matches. Because I think they had one for the world title at some point.
Yeah, that's right. Because I remember they had before he was Morrison, they had a good series for Intercontinental title.
Yeah, it was either him or that one or the one with Rey Mysterio he mentioned was one of his favorite matches. So
fucking Jeff Hardy.
And of course, we do have coming up. I forgot to mention. There's a Hart Family Anthology DVD coming out.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool. Heart and Soul, the Hart Family Anthology. That's I'm looking forward to that. So, aside from that, we got Elimination Chamber this weekend.
Woo!
So, if we want to do, let me see the updated roster here. See if there's anything I might have missed. Although I think I've watched all my programming. I bet you there's not going to be an ECW match. Just putting that out there. So, of course, we got the Elimination Chamber matches. Who do you think is going to come out of this? This could really kind of this is their chance to kind of change the landscape before we head into Mania.
Yeah. Well, for the I could spoil something. There's a rumor. It's not anywhere true, but the rumor going around is that Jericho could take the SmackDown Elimination Chamber, leading to Edge versus Jericho at Mania, which I could see.
Ooh, that'd be
I've
lovely.
heard talk about that maybe happen. It would make sense for them to do that, and then that would open up Taker. You know what? I noticed this. We didn't talk about Raw last night. Where was Shawn Michaels?
He was out. He was out
drunk.
back crying, and
I mean, I guess he did say he quit, or his career was over last week, and he kicked Teddy Long in the face. But yawn.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's Sean, and he's all like the Undertaker.
So, yeah.
I don't think you should. I don't think you should fight the Undertaker at WrestleMania.
Okay.
I do not think that they should have that match.
So then, what happens to Shawn?
I don't give a fuck what happens to Shawn. I had plans for Shawn, and they got ruined. So fuck him.
All right. So we're thinking maybe Jericho for that one Elimination Chamber. I'm thinking, I'm with you. I'm thinking this is the way Taker comes out of it without the belt.
Yeah.
what better way than a huge elimination chamber, you know?
So I can still see Taker versus Shawn Michaels, because I know they're hinting towards Michaels and Triple H. However, that could, probably lead into something like SummerSlam or something like that.
Yeah, that could be a weird one too. The Raw one, I don't know. We could see. We already have Sheamus with the belt.
Honestly, I don't see anyone but Sheamus winning.
You think we just continue with him being dominant?
I don't know. John Cena, I guess, could win it, but I mean, yeah.
This could be this is a big question mark. Or do they slide to another newcomer and Kofi gets it?
Kofi. That'd be awesome.
or Ted DiBiase, maybe do the feud with Orton.
I'm thinking I'm rooting for anybody but Cena, Orton, or Triple H.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and Kofi needs to get his one-upmans for not making it to the Elimination Chamber last year.
Yeah.
When he got punked out by Edge.
Smack in the back
which
of the
was
head.
one of the greatest surprises, gotta say. And then, here's going to be a barn burner. Gail, Kim, and Maurice.
Woo!
Oh man,
that match actually might be good.
Canadian on Canadian action. So.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. And also Intercontinental Championship. Drew McIntyre and Kane. Oh, by the way, Drew McIntyre engaged to Tiffany that you were looking at earlier.
nice.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Good for him.
I like him. I'm a fan of his.
Yeah, I like what he's doing. I like his new. They did this little something different with his entrance this week. Kind of makes him feel like a real deal there. So he's taking on Kane. Yeah,
that could be good.
I mean, it's gonna be. I don't see him losing that belt.
Yeah, not to Kane.
This is just gonna make him look that much better as the Vince McMahon's prodigal son or whatever, you know. So that's it. Only 4 matches. I imagine we'll get 1 or 2 more announced here in the future.
We have to.
I guess from SmackDown. I mean, what else is there? But you know what? We probably get a women's match out of them.
Oh, they announced Batista versus somebody. Sean? No.
No, that's Sean.
Who is it? They announced Batista versus somebody.
Like
on SmackDown?
I imagine at the tapings.
No, they announced it on a Canadian show.
What?
What?
Some Canadian radio show. I'm not making this shit up, I swear to God.
God damn it. Well, the only other thing I could see them doing is having a tag match with Big Show and The Miz.
Alright, you talk. I'm gonna find it for download.
Okay.
Maybe do Show and The Miz against MVP and Mark Henry after
I can see that
last
after that win. I'm surprised they haven't announced it already.
That's happening tonight. On ECW. It's gonna be Big Show and Miz versus some people.
No, it's against Goldust and the Japanese
Goldust
guy.
and the Asian guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Goldust and the Asian guy.
Alright.
That's it. That's their tag name.
Alright, let's see. There, warrant for Chris Jericho's arrest. NXT trademark dispute.
Stupid Chris Jericho.
Vince Joey Styles. Roster.
So we can talk about
Antonio Inoki.
Because who do you guys think is gonna move from ECW to either Raw or SmackDown?
Well, I think we're already going to see Christian on SmackDown.
Edge versus Batista.
Edge versus Batista? That's
On
good.
Edge versus Batista on the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view.
Okay,
that's
makes
a good
sense.
filler match.
That makes sense after the end of last week. As far as where the ECW guys go, I bet you a couple of them stay behind. Where's Finley?
A couple of them got it.
Is Finley officially on ECW?
No, Finley's on Raw.
He is on Raw. That they've been showing him, but
yeah. I want the Japanese guy to move somewhere. Maybe SmackDown.
Yeah. He's gonna fit on SmackDown. A lot of those new guys, I think, are gonna end up.
I guess they've been booking Christian or advertising him for house shows.
Yeah,
for SmackDown house shows.
Week, so.
Who else is on the roster? Goldust can go wherever. How about Zeke and Regal?
Zeke is a Raw guy, I think.
Zeke's Raw. Kozlov might go back to SmackDown. I could see him.
Kozlov might go back to the Indies or Russia.
Yeah.
I don't know why I found that funny.
Yeah, we can't even hide these guys away on ECW anymore. So.
Yeah.
So what did you guys think of Raw last night? We had Jerry Springer for a whole segment.
God damn, man.
Dude, that was fun. I had fun with that.
That was fun.
I don't know if it was who I was watching with, but...
It was a great segment, but I gotta say...
Yeah.
What happened to the PG rating?
I know!
They're
It went out
talking
the window
about
last night.
teenage pregnancy with multiple, partners, and
he's a man.
transvestites, and all this other crap, and we can't even have blood.
WWE is PG when they want to be.
Well, that's just how Jerry Springer rolls.
That's how Jerry Springer rolls.
That's how he rolls.
Yeah, they got
multiple teenage pregnancies.
They had to announce one of the Bellas as a transvestite.
It could be. You don't know. Have you seen the Bellas not have a penis?
I can't dispute that. I can't dispute
There you
that at
go.
all. I mean, I don't know if there's pictures like the ones we found of Tiffany.
Just search for Nikki Bella penis and let me know what happens.
No, it was Brie that had the,
Oh, Brie has the penis.
Yeah.
How do you spell Brie?
Brie. I think she spells it that way.
Brie Bella penis.
This should be interesting.
Epic ponies.
Whoa! Do not click on that, Sorg.
Oh, that's cool. I think my safe surf is on medium.
Oh no!
They lure you in.
This could happen.
I wouldn't trust
happen.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a tarp.
Indeed.
What was I about to fucking nothing? I got nothing here.
Yeah, nothing. All right.
Like I'm a
We can talk about
drunk velociraptor.
We can talk about the crap Orlando's Jordan is doing in TNA.
What?
Orlando Jordan, how he made out with a dude.
I pegged it. I don't want to bring it up until next week after we see what actually happened and what they put on there.
Yeah,
there's word of something with Orlando Jordan doing something backstage with Samoa Joe, and
No, it was not. It was not backstage.
It wasn't backstage. It was actually.
You leave my kitty out of this.
It's awkward. I don't know where they're going with this. It's I don't know. I don't want to pass judgment because you don't know what they're going to do with it until you see it on TV. You know what I mean? That's why I hate reading these dirt sheets in advance.
How good could it go?
It could be awesome. You don't know.
Wow,
That's true.
Sorg.
Billy and Chuck was awesome.
Yeah, but that's not
Don't
Orlando
fuck with
Jordan.
Billy and Chuck.
The two, what was it? Lenny and Loki. Yeah, they were fantastic.
Lenny and Lodi.
Not as great. Yeah, Lodi.
Yeah, not Loki.
They
Loki
were
would
amazing.
kick your face off if you heard that.
Yeah. Lenny. Have you ever seen Lenny? I seen Lenny about 5 years ago, and he's just like
Lenny.
He's like a feminine Chris Jericho.
He's old.
He's old.
He's so old.
They're all old, for Christ's sake, man.
But he's really old.
There is nothing wrong with a little gay, alright?
Sure.
Look, one of my favorite quotes from George Carlin is, nothing wrong with sucking a little dick, alright? Guys do it, girls do it. It can't be all bad if everybody's doing it.
There you go. Guys, I think it's time for us to wrap this up.
That would be good.
On that
point
note.
to wrap this up. Holy shit. Fan of the week this week. Again, kind of late on the fan mail and everything. But I want to toss it up to who had the good questions. You know what? I think it was. Oh no. Who had the top 5 about the Slammies? Was that Riz?
Riz.
That was Riz.
I go with Riz.
I'm going with Riz this week.
So, I agree.
Because he gave us something functional we will probably use next week. I think I'm wearing a suit on this video feed. I don't know about you guys.
I'll do my best.
There you go. Well, you dress spiffy. You always dress spiffy for the show when you came in here. So
That's true. And my closet is like right there.
there you go. Just throw something on before the show. We're all good, right? So
absolutely.
So Riz, congratulations, you're fan of the week this week. So says we. Also, I want to know, DJ Lunchbox.
Yes, sir.
What'd you learn from wrestling this week?
That was a fair question. I learned that it's a weird world that we live in, because Bret Hart is just doing stuff with WWE. He's all there all the time. He's working angles, getting hit by cars and all this stuff. And it's I never thought that would ever happen. And I'm still a little blown away by it.
That he's just around these
He's
days?
just there, yeah. Yeah. And it's awesome because it's Bret Hart, the one guy I never thought I'd see again in a ring.
Definitely.
I'm seeing it again. I mean,
Definitely.
so yeah.
Yeah. WrestleFan, what'd you learn from wrestling this week?
I learned, and hopefully, I'll post this in a chat in a little bit.
That was not a picture of you. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry?
No, I put a picture of Remedy. I think it was you.
Oh.
Go for it.
But you never think of a combination that can cause so much destruction and so much anguish to a human being. I found that yesterday on YouTube for the new shoot interview that's coming out not too long from now. The combo of Amy Lee, Missy Hyatt, and Lacey Von Erich. If you haven't
And it's
seen
a pajama
this,
party.
What?
It's a
Yeah, for
pajama
real.
party. And it is the most mindfuck thing you will ever see in your entire lives. I want to get this DVD just to,
Masturbate furiously to it.
I don't know what you're thinking of, but
Masturbating furiously. I'm thinking about masturbating furiously. That's what I'm thinking about.
have you seen the women in this video?
I know all about Missy Hyatt, alright? She knows what she's doing.
Do you know about the 200-pound chick sitting next to her?
Who is that?
Talking-
Amy Lee?
Yeah, talking about things that, would make a grown man shiver in fear.
I don't know anything about Amy Lee. But Lacey Von Erich, hey.
Hold on. I think is this the Amy Lee from WXW? Because the Amy Lee I'm bringing up is not.
Yeah.
Like that. No, all that I get is Evanescence apparently.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yes.
she was in WEW. She plays a biker chick gimmick that...
No, primetime Amy Lee.
Yes, that's
Oh
it.
no. Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah, I still get Evanescence when I go to pictures. Unfortunately, if it looked like that Amy Lee, then that would be okay.
I'll post it in the chat in a little bit.
Okay.
Alright, I'm ahead of you.
All right.
I got it.
Somehow I got Gail Kim in a bra. Yeah.
Blah.
Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Sorgatron, what did you learn from wrestling this
I
week?
learned this week that professional wrestling is not too far away from the Jerry Springer show, and it actually has better acting. So, yeah. So, but of course, they often have professional wrestlers play a lot of those roles on Jerry Springer. So, I guess that's so.
Hey, New Jack shows up in the pajama party.
Yeah. 'Cause what else is he gonna do? You heard there was a pajama party. He's gonna show up, right? I mean, what do you want? It's New Jack. Nobody tells New Jack what he can't do.
That's an excellent point.
Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen, this has been this has been the Wrestling Mayhem show.
Motherfucking Wrestling Mayhem Show!
Oh yes, it's the Mayhemmies. Please go vote on WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Let us know how that's going. Please, give us a call, 412-206-WMS0. Let us know about the Mayhemmies. Who you think got stiffed? Who you think really should win? Make your case, people. Make your case for the Mayhemmies. And we'll play them next week, and we'll have the winners next week. So go get your votes in. Please follow us on Twitter at Mayhem Show. Also email us at goodtimes@WrestlingMayhem.com. Go join our new fan page. Join the fan page, guys. Join the fan page. Facebook's fan page over there. There's a link over on the right side. We also have a fantastic Amazon display of new WWE in wrestling DVDs. So go check that out. Please help support the show. Click on the High Spots link. Go check out soundsforgotten.com. Also link there on the show. Please go check out the Mayhem Wear. Go buy a t-shirt. Help us out. Help us out. If you feel so inclined, make a donation to help the show so I can get ballless mice so that we are not frustrated during the course of the show and can produce better.
That's exactly right. Listen, it's the neutering tiny mice. It's a precision. You need precision. It's like jeweler stylist. Okay, I'm just saying it's difficult and expensive.
Thank you for that, ladies and gentlemen. Please check out DJ Lunchbox. He's at thoughtfulriot.com at DJ
That's
Lunchbox.
True.
I am Sorgatron at Sorgatron on Twitter. Sorgatron.com. You can follow me on Buzz if you can figure out how to do that. So, Google Buzz, I'm on there. And WrestleFan is at WrestleFan2000 on Twitter. And
Yes.
Is that about it?
The WrestleFanRunner.wordpress.com.
That's right. That's right. I want to let you say it so I didn't screw it up. Go follow all the links from the show at delicious.com/WrestlingMayhem/WMS206 for just about everything that we mentioned on the show. And also, please hit us up on iTunes, Roku, Blip TV. Leave a comment. Let us know. Just let us know what you think. Let us know if you like it. Let us know if it sucks. Go check all of that out. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back next week, fully attired for the Mayhemmys. And that's it. I'm Sorg.
DJ Lunchbox.
WrestleFan.
And we are out of here.
Thank you for listening to the Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Please subscribe to our iTunes streams and blog at WrestlingMayhemShow.com.
Email us at goodtimes@wrestlingmayhemshow.com or call us with any comments at 412-206-WMS0. We love to hear from our fans, and who knows, maybe you'll make it onto the show.
The Wrestling Mayhem Show was recorded live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in front of a live internet audience, and is a production of Sorgatron Media.
You can be part of the show as we record live every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern on TalkShoe.com and Ustream.tv.